Hey guys, UrbanSuburban here with another knife video for you. As you can see here, I have the Mora Companion, heavy duty. This has become one of probably the most popular fixed blade bushcraft, woodcraft style knives in the last couple of years, and I would say for very good reason. And namely its price point, as a helicopter flies by here. You can pick these up in the States online for $14, $15, and even in Canada here right around $20. So you can't beat the price, number one. Number two, it's a fantastic knife, and that's probably more important than the price, but it is one heck of a blade. This is how it comes, exactly like this. You can see this one still even has the sticker on it. More on the heavy duty MG. Talk about the sheath a little bit first. A lot of people kind of give a hard time to these sheaths, but for $15, what do you expect? And you know what? It's actually not bad. Polypropylene sheath, ultralight. These things are just, I think, just a hair over an ounce. So ultralight, basically indestructible. They come with a drainage hole, belt clip. The kind that you don't even need to take your belt off to put on, but it'll hold it on there nice and sturdy. This, I think, is actually a button loop if you want to hang it off a button on your shirt, or if you have maybe suspenders with buttons, or your pants with buttons, I guess. I'm not sure. Never used that, but I have used this belt loop quite a bit on mine, and it's worked great. So for 15 bucks for the blade and sheath, I really don't think you can complain. Onto the blade, which is the important part here. This is the high carbon steel version. I believe you can also get these in stainless, but I'm only familiar with the high carbon steel versions. As you can see, this one is absolutely brand new, never been used, right out of the box. It's a 4-inch blade. Overall length is 8.8 inches, or almost 8.9 inches. You got a just over 4-inch cutting edge. And on the heavy duty version, what separates this from the regular companions is the blade thickness. This has a thickness of 0.12 inches. The standard companions are 0.08. So you're looking, what is that, 30% thicker on these. Clip point style, obviously, and a satin finish and a Scandi grind. As you can see there, nice flat Scandi grind. These things come absolutely razor sharp. On the heavy duty, the grind angle or bevel is 27 degrees. I think on the standard companions, it's a little, I guess a little steeper. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I know this is 27 degrees. A rubberized handle, which is super comfortable. Super comfortable. Really grippy, very comfortable. Gotta be one of the most comfortable knives I've ever held. There's no jimping on the blade. You got a little bit of a finger choil here, no thumb ramp or anything like that, but this black rubber overmold here is so grippy that I don't think you need any of that. And this isn't a combat knife, obviously, so ultra secure traction isn't a major issue, at least not to me. Anyway, like I said, this is one straight out of the box. Haven't done a thing to it. You can see here, obviously they come razor sharp. I mean, most knives do when you buy them. But 15 bucks, that's fantastic. Now, this is a great knife. Just plain like this, fantastic blade. The only issues with it, common issues, because this is considered a woods knife, bushcraft, woodcraft, what do you want to say. A lot of guys, a big thing to a lot of them is a 90-degree spine where you can strike a ferro rod off of it. As these come, the edges are a little bit rounded on the spine, and you cannot strike a ferro rod on there. So, like I said, this is new. I'm not going to touch this one. I'm actually giving this one away. This is part of my 250 sub giveaway. So this one's going to be going to someone, and they can do with it as they want. They can leave it just as it is, or they can modify it. And as you can see here, even in this cheap sheath, there's basically no movement, no rattle, really good retention, really good. But I'll show you what I've done to mine. I got mine in January, so I've had mine for about 8 months. Here's mine. So obviously the first thing I did was I bought a new sheath for it. I guess you could say upgraded the sheath. I ordered this sheath from Armor Sheaths through eBay, through their eBay store. I've ordered a number of sheaths. I've shown this one. I did a video on this before, so I'll be quick on this, but great guy to deal with. He makes fantastic quality sheaths, no complaints whatsoever. The only thing I did was when it came, the belt loop was vertical for a vertical carry, and I just switched it around to make it a horizontal or a scout style, which I kind of prefer, and it works just fine like that. You can see he actually drills out the drainage holes. He doesn't mold one in, he drills it out. Fit and finish is great, retention is great, absolutely no noise whatsoever, no movement, but yet it comes out real easy. Anyway, the sheath, you guys have seen that before. Now the knife. 2 things I've done to this to, I guess, improve it a little bit. One, or the first thing I did, was I put it on the bench grinder for about 10 seconds, ground this spine down. So from the part where the clip point starts here to the handle, I ground that flat. 10 seconds on a bench grinder and you're done. If you don't have a bench grinder access to one and you're using doing it by hand with a file or a bench stone, a couple minutes on there and you get that nice and flat, and this thing throws sparks like nobody's business now. So that was the first thing I did. Second thing I did was I gave this thing a patina. I forced a patina on it. Because it is high carbon steel, it will rust. I'll show it to you next to a standard one here just to show the difference. You can see there, hopefully. This one is nice and shiny. This one's kind of a little, well, you can hopefully see the patina on it there. If I show you guys this way, you'll maybe see a little better. You can't really, the writing doesn't show up as nice on mine anymore because it's patinaed over. And I find that really protects it from rust. Also it kind of gives it a nice used look. And it was just, I soaked it in some, I think for this one I just used a vinegar to patina it. And I've sharpened mine a couple times already. I've used it a ton on everything, cardboard, paper, lots of wood. I've shown it in a number of videos. But like I said, just a fantastic, fantastic blade. And as you can see here, lots of use on mine. My paper is getting soggy, it's so humid out here, but still nice. Still nice and sharp. There we go. And the nice thing about it is very easy to sharpen too, this steel. At home, in the field, very easy. So, guys, Mora Companion, heavy duty, fantastic blade. For the price, you really can't beat it. Anywhere between $15 and $20 in North America. And then this one, I think I paid about, including with shipping and everything, maybe $40 for this sheath. And I have no regrets. I think this knife, even though it's a really inexpensive knife, it's worth having the upgraded sheath to me. Some guys not, but hey, that's completely up to you guys, whatever you like. Like I said, this one is going to go exactly like this to the winner of my 250 sub giveaway, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. Check that video out if you're interested. This is mine. This is probably, well, actually without a doubt, the least expensive sheath, or sorry, fixed blade that I own. But it's one of my favorites still. I carry this when I'm in the woods all the time. I may have another bigger blade with me, but this every single time is on my belt. So I think that says something. Anyway guys, that's it. That's the Mora Companion Heavy Duty. Take care guys. We'll talk to you soon.